Gay, Andre Drummond, Kemba Walker, Shabazz Napier. I mean, you could go on and on with the Huskies.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, we've got Oubre, and it's Lee in at the 1. They double him with Freak. Lee kicks to Terry. Here's Oubre. That's short off the rim. The Huskies on offense, trailing by 2.
No doubt one of the most highly touted players on the floor is Freak. His abilities out on the wing are just phenomenal, and he is one of the few players that can dominate from that position.
And Greg, it takes a special talent to be able to control the game from the perimeter, but Freak is that kind of player. I mean, he can hurt you in so many different ways when he's left one-on-one with the defender, and he's comfortable pulling up or attacking the basket.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Boy, how about the Huskies and the success they've found in the tournament over the years? I mean, 4 titles for that program in all, with the first coming in '99. They've been absolutely dominant the past 2 decades.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
The Huskies have won the college championship, Greg, in a number of ways, both as a favorite and as an underdog.
Yeah, I mean, they won as high as the 1 seed back in '99, and then how about in 2014? They were a 7 seed that went all the way to win and cut down those nets. So they have rightly earned every ounce of fear and respect opponents have for them come tournament time. You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Duncan kicks it to Gaines. And out of bounds as the Huskies gain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of the game. It's back to Jennings. Screen by Howard. Jennings kicks to Reed. Howard setting the pick for Jennings. Pass to Keith. Screen by Howard. Clock at 6. Here's Sims, and he dunks it home.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Here's Keith. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Sims. Sims has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Huskies on top, leading. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Freak in at shooting guard, and it's Splitter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Kansas, they've got Duncan, and it's Lee in at the point. Duncan with the bucket.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me. It's refreshing for a player like Freak, who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Here's Oubre, and that misses. That would have put him up.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Aussie's checked in for the Jayhawks. Jenkins comes in for Duncan. Lee goes in, lays it up and banks it in. Lee's got his first basket.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And one thing about UConn that has been true all throughout their rise as a power, they have always played solid defense. It's something the program really hammers home.
And Greg, you mentioned UConn moments ago on their defensive pride. Some great defenders, Clark, have come out of that school.
Yeah, you look at Emeka Okafor and Hasheem Thabeet. Both were dominating rim protectors. And even their guards and swingmen get after you defensively.
The Huskies making a switch here. Sims is checked in. Pierce dishes to Freak from about 19 feet. The shot misses. And Kansas the other way now. Daniels kicks it to Gaines. Here's Boss. Here's covering. And out of bounds as the Huskies gain possession. The Huskies leading by 5. Freak in a 2-guard. And it's Day in at the point. Here's Freak. Nice D from Duncan.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Great D that time from Martin.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
And both free throws good from Freak.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. 15 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Rebounded by the Jayhawks.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Huskies.
Fellas, it's impossible to ignore what a good job they've done at the free throw line throughout the game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
2 shots.
He's off on the second.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
Hit his leg. And it's being called a kickball. Inside, Dane. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Lee. Down low. Gains the pass to Lee. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. And Duncan gets it to go in.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He's going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harvard.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes